It's Sunday morning, and I'm going to make some breakfast muffins this morning. Not the sweet ones, banana, orange peel, pecan, or anything like that. These are going to be savory muffins. These are going to be ham and cheese and onion and all kinds of good stuff like that. A little bit different, so I just thought I'd make them this morning. Okay, I got everything together here that I'm going to need to make these muffins. I've got ham, got a couple of eggs, and got a couple of green onions, a cup of self-rising flour. Now, if you don't have that, just use all-purpose and add a half a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of baking powder to it. And I've got my grated cheese here. And the seasonings that I'll be using is ground cumin and oregano. You could use sage, either one. They're both used in sausage. And then I've got some cooking oil over here. It's going to use some milk too, but I don't have that out. So let's prep everything and get ready to make these. Okay, got the ham cubed up here in little cubes. If you're a Spam type person, you could use Spam. It doesn't make any difference. And the green onions cut here. I cut up the blades and all. There's no use wasting that. They have actually more flavor than the white part. Now we're going to start putting the muffins together here. Okay. We'll start out by breaking the 2 eggs into a mixing bowl here, a mixing cup. I like these cups with the handles on them. So a stringy one. And about 2 tablespoons of milk to start with. If you need more, you can add it later. It's a lot easier to add milk and make it a little thinner than it is to add flour later. And I've got about a tablespoon or so here of cooking oil. Just get rid of that and throw the container away. You can use butter in there if you wanted to. It works all the same. And I like to use a little whisk here to scoop that up. It just works well. Get that completely beaten together. And at this point you want to dump in the flour. And I use just about a teaspoon of sugar in there. Half a teaspoon or something like that. That's all that's needed. Just want to kill the harshness of the baking powder in there. Just start folding this in. By putting the flour in on top of the liquid, you don't have any flour sticking around the bottom of it that you have to get in there and scrape up. Well, it looks like I'm going to need a little more milk in this. As I say, it's a whole lot easier to add some when you need it than take it out. Yeah, that looks like it's working very well. We want a fairly heavy dough in this. Thin like pancakes. That's still a little bit dense. Actually, it calls for a quarter cup of milk, but I like to dribble it in a little at a time as I need it. Well, I'll go ahead and mix that in and then go to the next step. Okay, I have it to about the right consistency here. Time to add the seasoning. This is ground cumin. Cumin is kind of a universal spice. You don't need much of it, but it's popular in southwestern cooking and everything like that. Now, this is oregano. You could use sage, either one, but in breakfast, that's just one of those seasonings that works so well. You don't need a lot of it. Well, I see it's 15 after 6. Get out the shredded cheese here. It's sticking together a little, but just mush it up and it'll come out. Just kind of do this by eye. Take a little more. And the ham and the onions. I'll just fold all that in and it's going to be ready to go in the pan. This is going to be good. I can just feel it in my bones. Oh yeah, a little salt and pepper. Salt and pepper just fits everything nearly, except maybe con pie. I like fresh ground pepper. It's about 3 times as flavorful as the stuff in the can. Okay, that's ready to go to the next step. Next thing we want to do is spray each muffins tin here. If you don't, the suckers will stick and tear up trying to get them out of the pan. That ought to be good. And just start spooning the mixture. Get around here where I can use my right hand where it should be without blocking the camera. And you want to fill each pan about 3/4 full. If you overfill it a little, it doesn't really do any harm. I've got the oven on over there preheating to 400 degrees. Kind of even these up here a little. about enough, not enough left for another pan by any means, but now this will go in the oven over there for about 15 minutes, and you want to look, and as soon as they're browned on top, they're ready to come out. Okay, the oven is hot, going through a cycle at 400 degrees. We'll put these in right in the middle of it and set the timer to about 15 minutes and check them. And then my theory of waste not, want not, I'll heat the skillet up here. Get for some of this, and I thinned up the remaining little bit of dough here to about pancake consistency. And I'm making what would be called campfire bread here, or pancakes. Whoops, a couple pieces of ham there, don't want to lose that. Now that's ready to go sink and wash it. And I'm going to let this heat until it's time to turn it, and we'll have a pancake out of it, a sampler. This is bubbling on top and looks like it's getting dry on top, and it's loose in the pan, so let's see if I can turn this puppy over without a fiasco. How about that? I'm going to have me a sampler pancake here in a minute. We'll shake this. Yep, it's loose in there. That means it's done on the bottom side. Turn that over and look to be sure. Yeah. I'm going to have this. Let's see what the rest tastes like. Put the skillet back over here on the back burner, turn it off, and I'll let this cool just a second so I don't burn myself, and I'm going to give that a try. Well, the muffins are started browning on top, and I'll give my hot cake a try here. Now it is a little heavier than a normal pancake would be, but it's got filling in it. Frankly, that is good. It beats an old sweet muffin for breakfast. It's got all the tastes in there. You can taste the spices, you can taste the ham in there and the cheese. So when Sleepyhead wakes up, we'll have muffins for breakfast, and in the meantime, God bless America, God bless Texas, and go make your own breakfast hot cake or breakfast muffin. They're easy and they're good. Bye.